Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft SMP. I'm going to start this episode off by putting some horses in a cage and then doing some brewing. I made a few brewing stands here and I was destined to get a few different kinds of potions. I wanted to do the basics and then I accidentally messed up. But here we go. So some slow falling, regeneration, even splash there, and you can see all the potions I made in this clip. Next, I wanted to make an iron golem. This is pretty easy and I just wanted to attack an achievement off the list. And I upgraded my shovel and named it Sexy Shovel. Here's some farming. I do lots of farming. And I did the same thing with my bow, big boy bow. I'm finishing the roof here for my big White House kind of town hall, and you can see just how much work I've done. And this is it, like walking in the front, man, there is so much space to build who knows what. I'll do some of that in this episode for sure. So now on to something else I want, which is netherite. I'm placing down a ton of TNT here, all that I have, and using my big boy bow to light up a big crater in the ground so I can hopefully find some netherite. You can see it actually was very successful and I was able to get piece after piece that was exposed by this big explosion. And I could only make one scrap, but I plan to do a lot more mining in the future. For now, I upgraded my fortune pickaxe and went off and found a sea temple. The sea temple was mostly just for like clout and cool blocks and sponge or whatever, but I just wanted to do it for fun. So here I am in the sea temple and there's lots going on here. There's lots of lanterns and prismarine, and I'm looking for the Elder Guardians so I can smack them and beat this thing. Here's one guy. Actually pretty easy to beat if you have the right potions, and I'm glad I brewed some. So once he was finally down, I had to track down another one, gave him a few smacks, he was dead, and I grabbed some sponges. And also, there is a secret gold container, and so I made sure to grab all the pieces of gold that I could from that as well. So after all that adventure, I needed to collect some blocks, and the Sea Temple had lots to offer. In my town hall, I was making some walls for my new rooms. This one was going to be an enchantment setup, and I cut a lot of stuff out, but you can see just how much stuff I had done. Here's my enchanting corner and some anvils and grindstones, and then up here is some chests and storage with some bookshelves. And then over on the other side are these little pockets where I was going to place villagers. Each place will have a little villager that has different sets of enchants, and I'm really excited about it. So after that excitement and building, I went and traded for some diamond armor. I wanted a better helmet, and I created a pretty good one here. And then I did some more building because I needed to fill this place out. I made 2 other rooms identical to the first one. That was going to be for smelting, and that's going to be an office back here. And then I made some stairs to go up to the second floor because I realized I had never actually made stairs for that second floor. Here's my enchantment room again, and I'm showing you just clips of everything I've been doing over the last week or two. It's been a lot of different things. Here's some flowers in the front of my place. I think that looks pretty cool. And I pretty much have a perfect helmet here. Isn't that crazy? And then my sword's coming along well. These villagers are really making a big difference. Here's an armory that I made across from the enchantment room, and I needed to stock it up with as many weapons and just gear as possible. I have all kinds of armor and tools, and I even placed a lodestone down in the beginning of my base to find my way back at all times. And then here's the completed armory. You can see all kinds of tools and armor, and in the corner there's a big storage system, and this is going to store pretty much everything I need in terms of armor and weapons. So yeah, I'm just really happy about how this one turned out. And now we're back in the end for the first time. This was to find an end city, but I knew for sure this one was already looted by someone else on the server, which is alright. I just wanted some shulker shells to get started, and I'm not going to complain because I actually did get an ender chest out of this too that I don't have to craft. When I was back at home, I could make 4 shulker boxes, and I went into the mines after that. With all that space with shulker boxes, I had a lot to bring up from mining, including some CDs. And here is the library, fully complete now. All the same stuff as before, but I have a ton of villagers, and you can look at some of those enchants that are really good. Looting, efficiency, silk touch, there's thorns and infinity, sharpness, fortune, mending, respiration. There's a lot going on, and Cleopatra the cat is in the corner. And here is when I finished all the flowers in the front of my base. And you can see bulk storage. That's another room I added across from the smeltery. And this is just going to have what it is, bulk storage of a lot of items that I just don't have room to keep in normal chests. Here's the smelter I'd been talking about. Kind of lame, but I'm going to fix it up in the future. I'm doing some netherite mining again because I need more netherite. That's for sure. Just vein after vein of netherite, and you can see I have 14 here. After that's done, I made some netherite ingots, and I made a good looking pants, helmet, and shovel. I also gave a gift to someone on the server who gifted me an elytra, and that was really nice, so I gave him a bunch of good enchants, and then I put mending and unbreaking 3 on my elytra so I could fly it around. And I also wanted to make a different crop field because I didn't like the spot of my first one. And of course I was going to make it bigger, better, stronger, faster than the old one. So here's my crop field, and I went back to the mine for more netherite. I just couldn't get enough, and I wanted more netherite tools. Here I even had 18 scraps, which is enough for 5 ingots. This could make all of my armor and tools and even my silk touch pickaxe. And I named it Silky. So Silky and I went to the fields, and look at all of this wheat growing, and even on the top field, you can see all of it's grown now in this other clip, and in the top field I just had tons more crops. With that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of my episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.